on the webinar, and I showed you guys, but some of you may have overlooked it. You may have missed it. So I'm going to do it again. It's the same as if you were, registering a free person into CoopB. It's the exact same thing, right? So if you want to register somebody into and get them locked in CoopC, it's really easy. It's the exact same process that you go if you want to invite a member for free in CoopB. So let me go over here and Zach Mack, right? So we're going to invite Zach Mack into CoopB. Let me see, did I do that right? Yep. Okay, so we're going to invite Zach Mack into CoopB. As a matter of fact, I don't want to do it here though, because I want to show you another thing as well. So you can do it from this screen. So that's okay. I'll do it from this screen. So you can do it from this screen. This is your Co-op 28 screen, right? So here's something interesting, right? Because I'm inviting this person for free. This is your real screen. This is where, only people who pay, you can see on this screen. So I'm going to invite Zach right now. All right. So now I'm inviting Zach. Takes 1/10 of a second. It's done. You see, this screen does not change because Zach didn't pay yet. But now let me go back over here. So now I'm going to go to Co-op Build. So now as you see in Co-op Build, because you can do it from Co-op Build. So if you're a free member, you still have this privilege to be able to lock in people as a free member, right? So as a free member, you're going to log in, and this is the type of dashboard that you're going to see. So now I'm going to show you what I mean with the Co-op Build, because Co-op Build, these glasses are crooked and dirty. So when you lock somebody, when you register in CoopB as a free member, you can still register more people in CoopB as free members, and you can lock them in. And this is how you're going to do that. So first now I'm going to register somebody in CoopB because it's an exact replica of the paid system. So when I register somebody, this is going to show you how much, if this was the real site, how much I would earn, or this demo site would earn as a free person, right? So it's at $139.75. Let's invite Zachary this time. Zachary Mackery. All right, and you can't use the same email address, so we got to get another email address. So as you see, $139.75, 68186. All right, cool. So now it's done. So look at that, right? It went from $139.75. So when I invited this person, you could see that I just made almost 11 bucks, right? How cool is that? So this is your perfect accountant to help you get started, right? So now let's go back over here. Actually, I don't even need to go back over there. Actually, I will show you. So, in Co-op Build, you've got your cooperative. It shows you how many people are in your cooperative. You got your team. I'm not going to click on that. You also have, so you got everything you need in here. So now I'm going to go back over to Co-op Build here. All right. So now I just invited Zachary, right? I just invited Zachary, or I just invited Zach and Zachary. So now I'm going to go over here and I am going to go to another screen. And now I'm going to log out of this other screen. You're seeing my other screen, Mary? Great, thank you. So I'm going to log out, and you might be wondering, well, you just set up a free site for somebody. So what do you mean it's a free site? What do they get? Well, I'm going to show you. You see, when you invite somebody to CoopB as a free member, you're actually setting up a site for them, right? And they can log into as a member using their email address and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is Zach. Remember, we had Zach Mack and we had Zachary Mackery, right? And right now we're in Zach Mack's site. So this is what a free person's going to see. So as you see, I'm in Zach Mack's site, brand new, right? I just set it up. Zach is not a paid member in Co-op 28. As you see, I click here, it says you must be an active member, right? So now Zach wants to log in and they want to get set up in Co-op and get locked in for CoopC. So there's two ways you can do it. You can go over here and you can add funds. You can do it with Tron, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. And as you see over here, there's a zero balance of everything. And over here, I've got no invoices yet. So you can go to Co-op Wallet, add funds, or you can go to Co-op. No, you can't go to Co-op tokens and buy tokens because there is no tokens yet. So you got to go to add funds. Now watch, I'm going to add some funds, all right? And I'm going to add $25 in, actually, I'm going to add $30 in Tron. All right. So I'm going to put $30 there. I am going to use Tron and I'm going to use the TRX. You can use TRX or you can use USDT TRX, which is a little more expensive. So I'm going to use TRX. I am now going to submit. And now it's telling me that I got to use 246 Tron and pay 31.45, right? So there's two numbers that I want to remember. I want to remember this 246 because that's how many Tron I need to send to my Co-op wallet from my third party. Plus I have to copy this address. All right, so now I'm going to copy that address. And now I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a minute because I'm going to my third party crypto wallet. So I'm going to my third party crypto wallet and it's telling me I need to sign in. So I need to use my two-step authentication. So now I've used my two-step authentication. And I am going to do a withdraw of Tron. So I'm going to do a withdraw. I got to get it on Tron. Okay, so I need to do something here, which is going to take a minute. Is this withdraw? Am I in the withdraw? Manage addresses. Okay, so so in some cryptocurrency accounts, it asks you it saves the last address that you had, which means that in Co-op, we give you a new invoice and a new address every time that you want to do another buy. So you can't refund those addresses. So that means that now I need to add a new Tron address. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm adding a new address. So now I've added a new address. And now it is telling me to confirm that new address. I got to go to another computer because I don't have this email address on this computer. Bear with me for a second. I'm logging into my other computer here. This computer has 500 windows open. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. That's right. This is the right one. Go over here. Confirm your new wallet address. Confirm my new wallet address. Confirm. Address approved. Go to crack. Okay. All right. So now I got this new address confirmed. All right. So let me share my screen once again. Where am I? All right. No, not that one. So now I'm going to share my screen again. Share screen. So right now I haven't done anything to get this going. So as I said, so now I'm going to fund this invoice. So you need to remember 246 32, I always add a couple of extra Tron just in case of fluctuation or just in case, you know, the exchange that I'm using has different fees that I'm unaware of. So I always add a little more. So when I fund this wallet, I'm actually going to do it with 250 Tron instead of 246.32. That way, if there's anything left over, if there's anything over and above this amount, I should end up with $30 because $1 is the exchange fee, the gas fee, right? And that's pretty cheap, folks. Listen, you guys spoke, we listened. So we got the gas fees only $1. And then you got the wallet fee, which is 1.5 cents. So let me go over here. The address is already in there. I'm doing Tron. I'm going to click 250. I'm going to do a withdraw. Oh, hold on. It says, yep, I'm going to do a withdraw. So like, for example, I'm doing a withdraw. So I put in 250 Tron to withdraw. The company I'm using charges 15 Tron. So it's actually costing me 265 Tron instead of 250 because these third-party fees, they're exorbitant. And that 15 Tron is not as bad as some of the other ones. So now I'm going to do the withdraw. So I got to put in my two-factor once again. 421. It is going. So right now is when this has started. So however long it takes from this moment, that's how long this takes. So I said that I was going to fund an account for 2 people. This new account that I set up, plus I'm going to invite another person, right? So when I go to the cooperative, as you guys can see, there's nobody in there, right? And then if I go to my GBO team, as you can see, there's nobody in there because nothing's happened yet. Go to my cooperative, there's nothing there, right? So I got nothing going on. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to pay for myself, but I'm also going to invite Mary. Mary B. So I'm going to invite Mary. Now, as everybody knows, this is an exact replica of the paid site in Co-op B. We'll have the same thing for Co-op C as well. This is an exact replica of the paid site. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to invite 3 people. Because as everybody knows, you invite 3 friends, yours is free. So now let me show you how that happens. So I'm going to invite 3 friends instead of 1. Because as you know, you get 35, 25, and you invite 3 friends. Right now it's 0. So now let me invite... Oh, shoot, that's not the right one. And if you guys are wondering why I'm using these crazy addresses, because I've did about 1,000 demos. So there's a lot of these. So I don't use regular names because if you use a regular name, then I'm not going to get all 3 in there. So I'm going to invite 3 new people. So put the phone number in there. All right. All right, so now I'm going to invite these 3 friends. 7, 3, 5, 6, 7. So once again, Co-op Build is an exact replica of the paid system. So whatever you do here, if you duplicate it in the real system, you're going to get the exact same result. So I'm going to invite 3 friends. This should tell me that I have 35.25. And as you can see, it took less than a second, right? And there you go, 35.25. It is an exact replica of the paid system. If you want to see who you invited, you can go to your GBO team. You look at your GBOs, and there are the 3 people that I invited, right? So super, super cool. Now, let's go over here. Look at the cooperative. See, there are the 3 people. They are now in my cooperative. And just in case you were wondering, because as we've talked in the past, there is spillover, there's help from above and help from below. So some of you may be wondering, well, that's kind of cool, but I know more than 3 friends. So what happens if I invite more people? So I'm going to invite a 4th person, so you can see what happens. Two, 3, 9, 6, 1. Now, this number here should go up by, anywhere from $8 to $12, because now it's anywhere from $8 to $11, because now it's on your 2nd generation, not your 1st generation. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it actually works. So now I've invited a 4th person, and sure enough, it does, right? So now I just made another $10.50. How cool is that, folks? Now you know exactly what's going to happen, right? And if you go over here, you go to your cooperative, you see now, look, there's Aaron on your 2nd level. I'm not going to do it right now, but Aaron is actually underneath Mary B. Mary B just made more money. Made money. She hasn't even done anything yet, but Mary B just made money. And if you go to your team, you now see that you have 4 people. Now let's go to the co-op wallet. Let's check and see what's going on with that invoice. It's still going. Oh, look at that. But the confirmations haven't started yet. So it's still going. So we'll give it a couple more minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, we'll just stay there for a second. All right, so let's see. There are some questions in there. So let me find out what these questions are. Gotta love this guy. There you go. As you see, that just closed. Obviously a hater. See, this is going to happen a lot. Of course, he doesn't use his last name. I don't have any questions right now. Okay, cool. All right, so we don't have any questions in there. So let me go over here. 1 second. And of course, he's already run away. So someone put some BS into the chat there. They put it in there, they ran away, so they're gone. Which is too bad, because I would have taken such great pleasure in throwing them out. But now let's get back to this. So I now have put $30. Let's see how much funds went in there. So I actually got $30.92 because I put a little extra Tron in there, which meant that I got a little extra money. So if I go over here, you look at it, there's the balance, right? $30.01. So there's the balance. Now let me go over here, right? So here are the people that I've invited, right? And Aaron was the first person that I invited. Mary was the last person that I invited. And if I go over here, not there. If I go over here, as you see, Mary's actually on my 2nd level. Aaron is on my 2nd level. Mary is on my 1st level. And Aaron's actually under Mary. But now let's do something to help you understand a little bit more. So let me go to my GBO team. This is Aaron. This is Aaron's registration key. So I haven't even paid for myself yet. I have not paid for myself yet. So that's Aaron's registration key. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Now I'm going to lock in Aaron. So now I locked in Aaron, but wait, I'm not in yet. See, that is why we have a lock-in period. Because if some of your teammates registered before you, it's not going to matter at this point. So you have until Wednesday to get locked in. So if you got 20 people that are part of your team, let's say you've invited 3, that's another 17. You don't know what these other 17 are doing. You might know what your own 3 are doing, but you don't know what the other ones are doing. So you got to get locked in. So if you lock in before, oh, by the way, so the lock-in is ending at noon, not 3. The lock-in is ending at noon on Wednesday, noon on Wednesday. So if you lock in before noon on Wednesday, even though some of your teammates got in before you, you will still get locked in ahead of your teammates. So now you want to lock in for yourself. So I go here, I go confirm, and now I'm locked in. And folks, if you want to know whether or not you're locked in, click on that, and it'll tell you whether you're locked in or not. So if you see the pink, it means you're locked in. If you're not locked in, then, you know, you better get locked in, right? And you can lock in at the 12, you can lock in at the C28, or you can lock in at the C280. Now let's go over here, all right? Let's go back to my wallet. There's my balances. See, now I've only got $5.53 left because I just paid for myself $12.19 or something, plus $12 and change for Aaron, right? So we are both locked in. And when we open up the CoopC site, then you'll be able to see all your transactions. If you are an active member in CoopB, you can see your transactions now. Now, I want to see if I actually locked in Aaron. So I go to my locked in teammates and look at that. There it is. It's saying that Aaron is locked in, and it's saying that Aaron is locked into the C12, right? So Aaron is locked into the C12. If Aaron locked into the 28, you would know that Aaron's locked in the 28. And if he locked into the 280, it would say C12, C28, C280. Now, it's important that you look at that because you may be only in the 12, but if you check out your team, you might see some of your teammates are already in the 28 as well. So get locked in beforehand. All right, so I think that is everything that I need to show you. I showed you everything. I showed you how you fund your wallet, showed you how you lock in your teammates, showed you how to lock in your teammates, even if they're not a member yet, even if they're only a free member. So